Hey, hey, everyone. It is that time. Your girl is here. I am present. I am accounted for. Yeah, today is Sunday, 7 p.m. So, like I've been doing for the past couple of weekends, welcome. Thank you for joining me for this July 14th edition of the Sunday Sit Down with yours truly, Nicole LaTreece, the space where I am intentional about fostering connections, having good conversations, and just bringing a lot of different things into the limelight. Because I feel like lot all of us feel, a lot that all of us are going through, but at the same time, there's a lot that we're still not talking about. And through this effort, through this initiative, through this series of engagements, I'm looking to change that. So I hope anyone who's here, who's joining me tonight, will say hello, give words of encouragement, participate, conversate with your girl, not just talk to me. I'm looking for some conversations. Like I was talking to episode, I had a very special guest, one of my very good friends, Mr. Queen's son, joined me in for the conversation. And one thing that I had brought up that I was people are capable of talking, but I don't feel like people really know how to conversate. And understanding from my perspective the way that looks in my life and looking at that lives of the people who are in my life as well, because for them, I'm an observer on the outside, and the same as they are to me. Um, yeah, it puts me in a fearful place of where it is that we're going, how things are going to look, and what relationships are going to mean in the future. This time for me right now has been a very trying time. Give me just 1 second. Sorry about that. So, as I was saying, this time for me, it feels like a very trying time with the people and relationships that are currently in my life is to the fact that they are seriously changing. Sorry, I'm a one man studio. I do it all. But seeing how they are changing, and it is through the recognition from my perspective of people's choices when it comes to how they interact, whether they are doing that consciously, subconsciously, or mind. um, it all matters. I had a thought just the other day actually that your responses, verbal, nonverbal, and lack thereof, it answers questions. And sometimes those answers to those questions, it can create a sense of fear. So tonight I am talking um the fear of it all. Like what currently in my life has me fearful. Now, I am a person who is religiously spiritual. I go to church. I am a Christian. I was born, well, not born, well, yeah, I was. I was born into the Catholic faith and I followed that for the majority of my life. But now I am happily Christian. Transformation Church is my home church. Shout out to all of them. Service today was amazing. And honestly, the experience of Album Sunday, they just released, or should I say, we just released a new album called Dominion. That is the sole reason why I smiled today because just having the musical experience that I did, everything has the power to move you if you let it. Music, all the words, I may not know the dances that go to most of the songs because I'm not on, you know, TikTok and all that stuff, looking at all that stuff. I don't have those types of accounts. But that still doesn't mean that when I'm space of music that I am not moved. A lot of Like, in the moments when I'm full, the one thing that allows to is music. So I've really actually been listening to a whole bunch of music late. A lot of it has been gospel just because, like I said, I'm fearful and I know that I am a child of God and fear is not of the Lord, but I'm only human. But sorry, I'm here with y'all right now. So she wanted me to taste a piece of macaroni on camera. Each coming into my life as long as she's here. Um, but since I've been in a place of fear, I want to say it's more so because I'm seeing how things are moving. I'm seeing how things are changing. And I'm also seeing how the experiences that I'm having with other people in my life, I'm scared, y'all. If I can be all the way honest, which I know I can because I'm going to be that way anyways, I am. I'm scared. I'm scared of what it's going to look like. I'm scared of who will and who won't continue to be in my life because that's the place kind of where I'm getting to. Like I said it before, I've spent what is it? Probably like it's my life. So up until maybe about 5 to 8 years ago, like I've always lived life for other people. And I enjoyed that life that I lived, like, between you don't need that many paper towels, Layla. Between middle, high school, college, like, I've been surrounded by people, and they've been good people. I would say that, I'll call all of them good. Some of the experiences weren't the best, but hey, what can you do? You can't win them all, right? So, now I'm really in a place where I feel like I am in the wilderness. I am illusion. I am in a place of things changing. It caused me to think about a sermon that I watched actually last week, and it's called Necessary Endings, and it's by Pastor Robert Madu. If you haven't seen that, go find it on YouTube. Like, if you're at a point in your life where you're like, man, I don't understand, like, things are changing, I don't feel good about gonna happen. Where am I gonna land? Who's gonna be there? Who's not gonna be there? Like the fear of things in it's a real thing. It's very powerful. When it comes to fear, fear has the opportunity to uh, um, stop you naturally. In us as humans, sorry, I had to think about where I wanted to take this thought. Naturally, when it comes to us as humans, we have a natural fear response. Lord knew that we were going to be full of certain things, and he also knew that, we weren't necessarily going to know how to initially handle that. So there is a flight, or as Pastor Charles likes to say, freeze. So the flight part is, excuse me, for some people, when there is a sense of change, when something into their lives that they're fearful of, they flee from it. They're like, "Oh no, this is different. I don't want nothing to do with it. Like, I don't know who this person is. I don't know what the situation is going to be like. It doesn't look like it used to look like. Like, I want things to stay the same," and they're going to flee away from the change. You have your fight people. There's two types of fighting. So you have your people who will fight for the change. So whatever that change is, if there is a necessary um, path that that change takes them on, they're gonna fight for it. And I would say that type of person, like, I'm all for change. I know that it can not be fun, but you have to fight for your life. Like, it's literally the only one that you have. I have a necklace that reminds me of that every day. But if you don't fight for it, it's moving one way or another. You can either take on the fight and win, or you can not fully fight and let it take over you. And then you also have your people who fight to keep things the same. So they're not fleeing away from that it's coming. They're hitting up against that wall, that resilience of, no, I don't want to change. I don't want things to change. I'm not going to let things change. Things are fine the way that they are, and they just need to stay the same. That don't always work. Because when something is supposed to move, when something is supposed to happen, when something is supposed to change, change is going to happen one way or another. Why fight it in that regard? And then you have your people who freeze. So when change comes about, it's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I want to do. I know I don't want this. Like, you just, as I don't even know if I should say it like that, but you just freeze up. That's not the word that I normally use, but hey, trying to change. But, you just, you in the moment, like, you don't look to do anything else. You don't look to move change, and you don't look to let the change move you. So you're just frozen, you're staying in place. Um, I don't know why I feel like I had the journey that I had of living so much life with and for other in place to where it's just like I don't fit in. I am right now. I don't fit in. And it's still a journey for me. So I'm still trying to navigate how to move forward with that understanding and with that realization. But I don't know where I fit in. And that's kind of scary. So back to the sermon for from Pastor Madu. So what the takeaway that I got from it is I've been looking previously at mm, all these changes that I felt like they were negative. I felt like they were like the things that I had fought for, and I didn't understand why they're not happening. Like, and it's not even happening per se, or not happening the way that I'm trying to make it happen. They're not happening from even when I just let it be, not, be crazy, not be the type of person to where I just accept whatever, but you have to accept people, love and accept people for who they are and where they're at when they're in your lives. And I feel like I've been that person, but going through my last serious relationship and process and all the conversations, no, just yes. Um, looking at all the conversations that were had, because I'm a very reflective person. Like, I do look at who they are. What makes me fearful is the one that I want to. I don't always feel like they love and accept me for who I am. I don't feel as though I'm always understood, and I don't know if it's because I look at things differently. or I really like kind of go not kind I go about things differently from most people. I know that it's been confirmed by people who've known me, people who've been in my lives and have seen me, grow and develop and progress and elevate. Um, but what happens when you get to that place of growth and you haven't gotten to the point to where you have like that same core of people who match that vibe? It's just like, all right, like here's where I started. This like moving into my people are still here. I know that there's other people, once I continue to, get to the next set or the next space of elevation, but I'm here. I don't fit in with these people. I haven't quite made it, to find these people are out there. And it's just like, what do I do? What is this? What is this place? Like, what is the purpose of being in this space of the middle ground? What do I do? I don't know. And it's like I'm not fighting like the process of the continued elevation. I'm fighting to like let go. Okay. I don't know like how to leave my people where they are, but I still know at the same time you can't take everybody with you. So it's just like this is bigger than me. I gotta let it go. If this quiet space, if this middle ground on my journey, on my destination is where I'm supposed to be, then all right, Lord, I'm gonna have to live in this quiet space. I don't like it. It's not what I'm used to. It's not where I want to be. Like, yeah, I have my jobs, I have my businesses, I have those types of things that I'm looking that, are fueling me and pushing me. My daughter is here until August the 12th, and then she goes back to Houston, and it's gonna be me in this middle space. And I'm like, okay, what is that gonna look like? But it's going in that space. And I hear people close to me talking about, and I've never talked to them about this. So I hear them saying, don't so far forward. Be in the space. Sorry, my brother's calling right now. Be in the space of where you are and find your comfort in the space where you are now. There's comfort on the other side of being uncomfortable. And while I know that it's still a difficult to be in, I know. Go make your food, please. And it's just like, go make your food, please. Layla, I'm not going to ask, like, what is this? Why is my next question. Like, it's a lot of different whys. Why me? Why them? Why this situation? Why? What is the why? I talk to God, and I ask Him to reveal to me what He sees fit. But Lord, I don't understand why. The other why is I know, like I said, They not like us. That's what's going on in my head right now, but in a different way. Understand why I'm here. A lot that was before can no longer be now. A necessary ending. A lot that I engaged in before with specific people cannot be anymore. A necessary ending. Where I'm going or where I've been before has no place in where I'm going on to. A necessary ending. But just like Pastor Madu said, a necessary ending has to precede a new beginning. And one thing that I have been struggling with previously and then now currently focusing on is my faith. And the craziest thing is in TC Kids, my daughter did a sand art thing and she gave it to me. I accepted it because it's, from her. She put her effort into it. She wanted to give me something special. The sand art thing was a different word. It was faith. And I'm looking at it right now on the table. Let's talk about this. Um, Signs, miracles, and wonders. When I had put up that post previously about like I ain't got it. When I said I ain't got it, it had nothing to do with life ending. Layla, turn out the light in the kitchen, please. It had nothing to do with life to do with anything serious like that. I don't have, I don't feel I have anything left to give. Hang on. I don't even know if I'm supposed to continue to give this who I am. I know giving is what I'm capable of. I know giving in different ways is how I'm called to serve. What do you do when you don't have anything else to give? So one of my really good girlfriends, like the bank is overdrawn. There are more funds that are deposited. There have been so many withdrawals that have either been done voluntarily or involuntarily lately in my life from various people and various individuals in various situations. I had fought for my own because I shouldn't have. I know better, but I don't always do better. Now I don't have what I need. And because certain situations, certain experiences, certain people are used to me giving to them, now when I need to be given something, there's a honey iced tea assortment of all kinds of situations and stuff that has blown up. People's, views have changed of my importance and my influence and like just me being in their lives. And it's just like while I'm not okay with it, I'm becoming okay with it because one of the things that is important to me is who is going to be with me. Because if you with me in my good times, you got to be with me in my bad times. If you don't like me, I need you to dig down deep and find that love for me. So not being in a space to where it's just like, and all of these are like new revelations that I've had. I don't know that I can say I know who loves me. I know probably 2 people that I can say I know that and I feel that, but when I have other people in my life who I love and I don't know that I feel that they love me, it makes me scared because I value people's presence in my life, and I don't keep a big circle. My circle is very intentional, but it's just like right now, who loves me? Like really loves me because I don't know. I don't. And it's bad because I say I know 2 people who love me and I wasn't even one of 'em. Like I wasn't. The 2 people were God and my daughter. But it's bad and it's sad that I don't feel like I know I love myself. And my therapist told me a long time ago, I need to sit in that out because if I don't know how to love myself, if I don't know how I love myself, then how can I expect to be able to identify one, how other people may love me, but two, other people's efforts of being able to show me how they love me. So I guess I got a little bit more self work to do, and it's okay. Um, in talking to Queen's son off camera, like one of the conversations that we had was like analyzing your table. So if you think about it, best representation is the Last Supper. At the Last Supper, Jesus had 12 people, 12 disciples that sat around him, and they were his inner circle. Even though he knew 100% what they were going to do, he knew 100% who they were, he knew 100% what was in their heart. Those were still his 12 people. And nowadays, I don't want 12 people because the representation of 12 people in society and in lately is you're judged by 12. In a court case, there are 12 people who decide your fate. In the court of life, there could be 12 people who are judging your life, 12 people who could possibly know what is really going on with you. And they can be there to support you and like counsel you and be there for you. But who of those 12 will be a Judas? Who of those 12 will be deceitful? Who of those 12 are actually judging you within your own life, within your own situation that you're already struggling with? Who of those 12 are really your ride or die? I'd rather be carried by 6 than judged by 12. If anyone does a representation of carried by 6 is when it's your time. When it's your time to go, when the funeral happens, there are only 6 spots on a casket to be carried. For me, with where I am right now, that's very important to me. That's very pivotal to me. That is what I'm looking for. Lord, reveal to me my 6. Now, from a friend, like truest of the true, ride or die, some of them been with me since almost day one. I got 3 solid ones. I could be carried by those because of who they are. If there's a strategic position for them to carry me to my last resting place, it could be done. But the load still wouldn't be easy. It still wouldn't be light for them to carry a heavy load. Mm. So I'm hoping and actively praying that somehow, some way, my six will be revealed in my life. And I'm seeing the new, relationships, whether it's personal relationships, business relationships, stuff like that. Well, none of this has closed me completely off. It's like a flower from before. It was open a little bit, but because of all the dark and rainy and cloudy days, the weather conditions have not been favorable. It's been So now the flower is kind of closed to protect itself just a little bit. This ain't no Venus flytrap. I ain't trying to kill, you know, no insects or anything like that. No situations, no, cut off engagements. I am just intentionally assessing what's going on in life, looking for the rest of my six, and just seeing who externally is going to possibly continue to go through this thing called life with me, and then who I am going at the end of it all as well. In facing the fear of it all, it's like my next question is when. If I'm being all the way honest, when is this going to be over? Matter of rushing or trying to hurry up and get through the I don't wanna hurry, I don't wanna rush because I know that with the significance of what is going on around me and within me, there is something significant that I am meant to get and to learn out of this experience, and I don't wanna rush. I want to make sure that I get everything that I am meant to, how I am meant to, even when I don't feel like that's coming directly from people all the time. I look at the experiences, I look at the world around me, I look at the world that I'm in, like my me world. Like, okay, huh, I see right there I was geese. Okay, today, because of church, I was given a reason to smile. Like, our word of the year is fruit. So I guess it's finding the fruit in every situation. Sometimes it's really hard to find that fruit. It's like, Lord, when is it going to come? When is my when can I look back and say, this is a part of my testimony. This is a part of my life journey. Like, when, Lord? But I can't rush him to tell me because I might not be ready to receive. It might not be coming in on the correct frequency. It could be coming, like, just as to y'all now. There are some that will watch this and be like, okay, like, what is she talking about? There are some that will listen in on the right frequency, and it's like, dang, like I feel her. There are some that'll listen to it and be like, "Man, I got somebody else in my life who's going through this same exact thing. Let me send this to them so that they can hear and they can see what it's like for someone to share that experience as a hope to say, your win is coming in different ways. Your win is coming. I'm telling you guys, and I'm saying it to myself at the same time. Your win is coming. Your WIN is coming. Your WHEN is coming. Whichever one you need in this moment, sit back in the peace and the tranquility of what is going on around you. Ask for what you need and sit back for the revelation of your win, your WIN or your WHEN. That wasn't intentional. I promise you that just came out right now because I needed to hear that. Sometimes for me, I guess I'm fearful of bounds to hear myself say these things because I'm not used to that language. Just like other people are not used to my language, there are some things about what I need to be saying. There are some things about how I need to express things. Excuse me, that I would say that I'm fearful of doing signed ways to use my voice when it comes to everyone else. But I am at the time fearful to use my own voice to myself. And I got to change that. So, Nicole, in to win. WHEN. When are you going to make these changes? When are you going to start talking to yourself more? When are you going to start being 1000% who you need to be in order to win? And when I say that, that's not a, oh, I'm stepping over everybody or, forget everybody type thing. I'm not, I don't want to sacrifice anymore. I don't want to sacrifice anymore. I'm still patient. I'm still loving. I'm still kind. I'm still gentle. I'm still empathetic. I'm still who I am at my core right now in this place of uncovering my in. I just don't want to express outwardly anymore. It'll come back. I promise y'all. It says yes, like, and that's the spirit. Like I can't, I can't deny the spirit when the spirit wants to move. But right now, like spirit, just let me chill. That's what I feel is best for me. I need to take a pause for the cause and figure out what is going on. When is my win? I'm also fearful about where is all of this going to end up, if you will. Where are my people going to be? Where am I going to be? Where are certain things in my life going? Where where will my life be the other side of because when that gets revealed, when the WHEN is revealed, I'm still gonna have to see where I am. Like I'm Pisces, my a lot of my analogies they refer to water. So it's just like thinking about, and I hate to bring it up, but I don't live there no more. There was just, a hurricane that happened in Texas. What if in my life was a tidal wave? I feel like everything that's been going on for me lately has literally been a tidal wave. So a tidal wave, it comes in, comes over, surges back out, and goes where it's going to be. So if you think about that analogy, like I'm standing there still seeing the wall of experiences. I'm seeing the wall of emotion, seeing the wall of hurt. I'm seeing the wall of fear, and I can't do anything to move out of the way. So it washes over me. And a wave, if you notice, it goes in a circular motion. Even if it doesn't complete a circle, it still washes over, crashes, and then goes back out. Or goes back out, but let me stop being so technical. You can't see it, because it's water going into water, but you get the analogy. So, like, when that water comes in, it literally grabs everything that's in its midst. So, all of this is me. I was standing. I can't even say upright. I was standing. So many things lately, so many people lately have come at me as a tidal wave and have washed over me to where I am no longer visible. I'm visible to him, and I am thankful for that. But in my own world, I am not myself because I've been washed over by everything and everyone else that has then gripped me, pulled me with it, and taken me out into a new place. Like, again, where am I still in an ocean surrounded by water, no land in sight, nowhere to go, no, feeling of a destination, no feeling of home? Or have I been taken to a whole different island where maybe I am marooned on that island for a little while until search and rescue has the opportunity to come and find me? Sorry, y'all. I've been watching Fire Country too, so maybe that's some of the these rescue analogies that are coming out, but it's true. Like, I'm a setting wrong where I am, but I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this place of what, why, who, when, and where. It's questions, but not questions. It's more so like in this place of a newfound awareness. Like, they are questions and I have questions, but right now I'm at a point where, like, I'm not even really asking them. They're just there. Like, they exist, but they're not coming per se from my voice just because I don't really wanna know right now. I want them to be there, so I have, like, a starting point when I get back to my space of exploration, but right now, I I don't wanna know. I don't care to know. I don't have it anymore. Like, I don't. The adult for my daughter, she is safe, she is protected, she is secured. But baby, if you cooking, I need you to read them instructions that's on that box. Right now, don't ask me. I don't have it. I don't have the capacity to try to figure it out. I don't have the bandwidth to support all of this information that's trying to go at the time. I don't have the emotional capacity. There are holes in my emotional vessel. Anything that goes in right now, honestly, is just coming right back out. I'm not looking to hold anything in. The levees have broke. The dam is, damaged. There is no water in the reservoir. Everything is empty. And I got to be honest about this empty space that I'm in, because in acknowledging the empty space that I feel like I'm in, When I'm ready, knowing that I'm on E, then I go to look for a fuel source to put me back to full. But the downside to that is in this space of E, you go looking in the wrong places and in the wrong faces. I could possibly find fuel that ain't meant for me. Fuel that's actually going to do more damage to the fuel line or the engine. At a suboptimal performance, and I'm meant to be at the top of the top performance. I don't want to. I don't. I am intentionally time for myself because I owe it to myself. And I'm wanting to practice the space of doing that, not just because something externally has pushed me to that point, but because I want to know myself. I want to love myself. I want to know what fills me up that I'm in control of. Or should I say what I have authority to do? Because he's in control. I've just been given the authority to do certain things. So right now, I ain't got it. He does. I'm in my space of being with him. I love my people. I wish them, but right now, I ain't got it. That's like, somebody come up to you and say, "Hey, can I borrow $20?" And you be like, "Man, I ain't got it." Felicia, "Hey, can I borrow some sugar?" "Man, I ain't got it." "Craig, you gonna let me borrow your microwave?" "I ain't got it." Like, that's my response right now. And even when situations are brought to me, that's my response to God and the Holy Spirit. I ain't got it. I don't. And I'm okay with that for right now. I don't always want to be in a space to say I ain't got it, but right now, all I can say is I ain't got it. I'm trying to have it. I'm trying to, um, just like I said, feel in the space that I'm in because I'm allowed to do that. What I'm not allowed to do is one, to let it harden my heart to anybody that is in my life. Two, I'm not allowed to let it affect what's coming next. In any way, whether it's career wise, um, familial wise, like any of the areas where I'm experiencing difficulties right now, this is a moment in space. This is a moment in time. This is not my forever. And I acknowledge that. And in me acknowledging that beyond this space, as I start to move to the other side, because this is the part of the process, there have been situations that I've wanted to cry on, and it was situations that involved other people. I wanted to cry on it because I felt it. I felt sad. I felt hurt. I felt disheartened. I'll just say I felt, but it would me give my typical response to cry on it. So now the search is, hmm, okay, since I'm not able to cry on it. 'Cause like I said, I'm a Pisces. I'm very emotional and I'm emotionally intelligent and I know how to, you know, decipher emotions. But if I'm not literally allowed to cry, but I feel sad on the situation, I'm in a place where I can do a unemotional evaluation to see what specifically about that situation is making me sad, disheartened, want to cry, and then what has moved from that previous response of I would cry about it to where I am now. It's more so like an analysis period to where it's just like, oh, okay, is it something that I've seen before, something that I've been through before? Or is it something that I do really need to think about, but not allow myself to think about it or emotionally think about it? With my heart and my mind follows. Usually it's supposed to be the other way around. Hey, like I told y'all before, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I don't know why, but I have to accept who I am. But even in that, if I'm on a quest that you guys don't really get to see when it comes to like my process and my discovery of who I am, I could only imagine how difficult, it is for some people to try to understand and navigate beyond what y'all do see. And that's another reason why, like these conversations, I wish more people would join in on the conversation. So it's not like I'm just, talking myself and talking to you guys, but I'll keep it up. I'll keep doing what I'm doing and get it out there and it'll find the right people. Got a whole new, streaming studio and platform and stuff like that. The one thing I got to figure out how to change is for some reason on these videos, when I do it from my platform that I'm doing it from now on my sets it to just me. No, like this needs to go out into the world. Like, yeah, like this is me, but this needs to go out to the world. It ain't gonna do no justice if nobody else can see it, and that's my intention. So yeah, I'm gonna dig a little deeper to figure out how that is, or I may have to get a partner in crime to be able to help me to be able to do those things on the back end or whatever the case may be. But we'll see where the Lord leads me. Um, but yeah, like facing the of it all. So I created something, and that's what it says. It's the word fear, but it's an acronym. It says to face everything and rise. So F, face, E, everything, A, and rise, R. Put that on the shirt. I need a daily reminder. Sorry. I need a daily reminder of face everything and rise. Like I could go ahead and get it tattooed on my body, but not really just a whole big tattoo person. I got a couple more that I want to get, but yeah. But I need a constant reminder of that, something that I can wear, be a walking, living testimony of like where I'm at. I'm in a space where it's sing and rise. Before I get out of here, I just want to make a quick announcement. If anybody has been following me in my life, I have a youth entrepreneur development program that I am in the process of launching. The first way that I started to do it is to have a series of talks by community entrepreneurs that come and talk to the kids, once a month to just share their story, give some insight, really start to spark that interest when it comes to the youth figuring out what they want to do with their life. So at 40, yes, I am, they'll have a better plan and they're able to work it sooner rather than later. So this month, I am starting my series back up. It is the Young Entrepreneur Engagement Series Talk. This time, I am going to be hosting it at Rudisill Regional Library over on Hartford and Pine. And on the north side, we're moving back home. We're moving back to the hood. Because I just want to be able to meet the people and, get to them where they are. So if you're watching this, please, please, please come out and join us Saturday, July 27th at, is that a Saturday? I think it is. Hold on. Let me get it right. Yes. Sorry. So Saturday, July 27th from 11 a.m. Rudisill Regional Library, 1527 North Hartford, Young Entrepreneur Engagement Series. This one that is happening is a very, very special one to me. The featured entrepreneur on this talk is none other than my own very daughter, Miss Layla Wright. She is going to come and talk to everyone about her popsicle and treat business called Layla Pops. And we're excited. We're so bring your kids, bring your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, your grannies, godchildren. Bring the kids out, so that they can have access to the experience. The program itself is geared towards kids ages 8 to 12. Um, I am looking to branch out and make things for a group of smaller kids and school something different because able to get skills and tips and resources, be able to get out there and get into the corporate world. Or what I would like to do is I would like to give them opportunities to be apprentices, either under the entrepreneurs that I know or to be a vessel of being able to help them get placement and find, good jobs and good opportunities that are going to help them get out in this world and really be change makers. And so, yes, again, join me and my beautiful daughter on July 27th, 11 a.m., 12 p.m., Rudisill Regional Library, 1527 North Hartford for the Young Entrepreneur Engagement Series talk. I have enjoyed being able to come and sit on my couch with each and every one of you guys on Sunday. Like I said, I am going to fix the privacy thing. I have been talking for like almost an hour and no one has been able to see it because if you're on Facebook, the privacy was set only to me. I'm not sure, what the privacy setting is for my YouTube channel, Forever Nicole LaTreece, but I will get those kinks and those details worked out as this thing continues to grow. Um, Come back and join me. I'll be here next Sunday. You have something that you like for me to talk about. If you want to come on and talk with me, like I'm here for it. I'm looking to engage in conversations and like really just start putting good information and good conversations out there so we try to change this narrative. I am going to go ahead and go because I am hungry. My daughter cooked and I'm happy about that. I want each and every one of y'all to look forward to living a good life full of real love and all of the above. So until next Sunday, I will see you guys then. Hope you have a good week.